You've seen the movie Inception, right? This whole idea of jumping into a dream and just bending the laws of physics however you want. It sounds like total science fiction. But what if I told you that science is proving that a part of it, a really big part of it, is absolutely real? It's all about something called lucid dreaming. And it kicks off with a really simple but powerful question. Not really, just stop and think about that for a second. What if, the moment a dream starts, you knew you were dreaming, and then you could just decide to fly, or visit any place on Earth, or have a conversation with anyone you can possibly imagine? It sounds like a superpower, doesn't it? But it's a very real thing that scientists are digging into right now.
So, before we can get to controlling our dreams, we kind of need to understand what a dream even is. Your brain isn't just shutting down for the night. Oh no, in a lot of ways, it's just getting warmed up.
Okay, so this all goes down during a specific part of sleep called REM sleep, which stands for rapid eye movement. And what's wild is that during REM, your brain activity can look almost exactly like it does when you're wide awake. It's not just making up crazy stories, though. This is super important time for your mind to sort through memories, process all the feelings from your day. It's basically doing a nightly cleanup.
So what's the big difference between being awake and being in a dream? Well, it really boils down to two huge things you see right here. When you're awake, your brain's taking in signals from the outside world, what you see, what you hear. But in a dream, your brain is making all of that up internally. And this is the crucial part. While your mind is off running a marathon, your body is temporarily paralyzed. It's actually a brilliant safety feature to keep you from trying to, literally run a marathon in your bedroom.
Okay, so your brain is busy building entire worlds, and your body is safely offline. This is where the real fun begins. This is where we stop just watching our dreams like a movie and step into the director's chair. And it is all thanks to this one idea: lucid dreaming. It's so simple, but it changes everything. It's that little light bulb moment inside a dream where a part of you wakes up and goes, wait a minute, I'm dreaming right now. That awareness, that's the key. The second you know it's a dream, you can start to influence it. And the possibilities are just staggering. And look, it's not just about having fun either. You could use the dream space to safely confront a phobia, like a fear of spiders or public speaking. You could practice playing the piano or nailing a difficult sports move. Or, you could absolutely just decide to fly through a city made entirely of candy. This is why scientists are so obsessed with it. It's like a doorway to understanding what our own minds are truly capable of. All right, now this is where things start to get a little weird. This is where the line between what's happening in your head and what might actually be possible starts to get really, really blurry. I mean, this is the big inception question, isn't it? Shared dreaming. Now, in the real world, we are nowhere close to plugging a machine into someone's head and jumping into their subconscious. But there was a recent experiment that hints at a kind of communication that will seriously blow your mind. Get this. In a mind-blowing study from 2021, researchers were actually able to ask people simple math questions while they were in the middle of a lucid dream. And the dreamers answered back. They couldn't talk, obviously, but they responded using eye movements they'd agreed on beforehand, like moving their eyes left and right for one answer, up and down for another. Their minds were literally talking to the outside world from deep inside a dream. Just imagine where that could lead. And then there's the whole question of time. You've probably had a dream that felt like it went on for hours, but you wake up and it's only been a few minutes, right? Well, some people report really extreme versions of this, feeling like they've lived a whole other life in just a single night's dream. When a dream feels that real and that long, where does reality even begin? And that leads us to the potential dark side of all this power. I mean, think about it. In a dream world that you control, there's no pain, no consequences, no limits. It could become the ultimate escape. So the really serious question is, what happens if someone starts to prefer that world? It could become a kind of addiction, causing them to neglect their real life, their relationships, and their own health. So, all of this, it brings us to one last question. And this one isn't about science or movies. It's about your own consciousness, right here, right now. Here's a little experiment for you to try. The most popular way to trigger a lucid dream is something called a reality check. All you have to do is get in the habit of asking yourself this question a few times during the day when you're just going about your business. Am I dreaming? The idea is, if you make it a habit when you're awake, you'll eventually do it while you're asleep. And that one simple question might be the spark that flips the switch and makes you realize you're in a dream. And it's a question worth asking, because as science keeps digging into the mysteries of our minds, we're learning that the solid wall we build between the waking world and the dream world, well, it might be more like a fuzzy, blurry curtain. So what do you think is on the other side?